Back live, and even as festivities unfold across the country, there is also controversy. From Madhya Pradesh to Maharashtra and also Gujarat and Rajasthan, the Hindu community have raised concerns over the entry of non-Hindus into the Durga and Garba pandals. And while some states and groups like VHP and Bajrang Dal have demanded a complete ban on the entry, others have called for certain restrictions to be put into place or checks and measures to ensure that an inclusive yet safe atmosphere is ensured. The move has also triggered a big debate. Now, this Navratri, a communal divide is also stirring controversy. The VHP has issued diktats for Garba events. The first diktat, entry should be only for Hindus. The second diktat, Aadhaar card mandatory for entry. The third, Tilak must be applied on the forehead. Fourth, attendees must perform the religious rituals.
भाई माँ दुर्गा की आराधना का पर्व है और जो लोग भारत को अपनी माता नहीं मानते वो आखिरकार माँ दुर्गा को माता कैसे मानेंगे भाई? जो भारत माता की जय नहीं बोल सकते, वंदे मातरम नहीं बोल सकते, उसको मैं अपना भाई कैसे मान लूँगा भाई? और वो माँ दुर्गा की आराधना में कैसे शरीक हो सकता है? किस मन स्थिति से आएगा वो? क्यों आना चाहिए भाई? वो जो आते हैं उनका एकमेव उद्देश्य लव जिहाद होता है।
उसमें सनातनियों का उत्सव है, सनातनियों का त्यौहार है। सनातनियों के उत्सव और त्यौहार में अगर कोई गैर सनातनी प्रवेश करता है और वहाँ कई जगह ऐसी हरकतें हैं कि शिकायत आती है कि वह कोई मनोरंजन के लिए, कोई मौज शौक के लिए आ जाता है, कोई बहन बेटियों को परेशान करने आ जाता है, तो ऐसी प्रवृत्ति के व्यक्ति को तो प्रवेश करना ही नहीं चाहिए। सनातनी उत्सव है तो गैर सनातनी को इस प्रकार का कोई प्रवेश का बनता भी नहीं है। इस बार कुछ पांडाल वालों ने वराह भगवान के बाहर चित्र लगाए हैं, गंगा जल का छींटा दे रहे हैं, माथे पे तिलक लगा रहे हैं, कलावे भी बांधना चाहिए, हमारी परंपरा है, और कई जगह महामाई का प्रसाद भी खिलाया जा रहा है।
भोपाल के अवधपुरी में जय जय श्री राम के नारे लग रहे हैं। पोस्टर, मेन रोड है लेकिन पोस्टर लगे हुए हैं कि गरबे के पंडाल में जिहादियों का आना सख्त मना है, पकड़े जाने पर घर वापसी कराई जाएगी या उचित व्यवस्था की जाएगी। क्या होगी उचित व्यवस्था नहीं पता। और पोस्टर पर देखिए जूते चप्पल बने हुए हैं पोस्टर पे। इसके अलावा ये लगातार नारे लगा रहे हैं। पोस्टर दूसरी तरफ भी है और पोस्टर लगा के भोपाल के अवधपुरी इलाके में यहाँ पर नारे लग रहे हैं। क्या नारे लगा रहे हैं आप? क्या है, क्या मांग है आप लोगों की?
हमारी इतनी सी मांग है, जो गरबा का जो पंडाल है या जो झांकियां होती हैं, ये माता की स्तुति होती है, पूजा की पद्धति होती है। आपकी अगर आस्था नहीं है सनातन में, आपका विश्वास सनातन में नहीं है और आप इस मानसिकता से आते हैं कि यहाँ माताओं बहनों को आप छेड़ेंगे या उनको जाल में फंसा के ले जाएंगे और उनके साथ लव जिहाद जैसी कुरीति को आप अपनाएंगे,
ऐसी आपको प्रत्याशा है, ऐसा आपको लगता है ऐसा होता है?
पूरे आजकल सब जगह यही तो हो रहा है। भोपाल में कई मामले आ चुके हैं, छोटी छोटी बच्चियों को आप बहला फुसला कर ले जा रहे हैं आप, तो ये तो आप एक मानसिकता के साथ आप काम कर रहे हैं।
So here are the steps undertaken by other state governments. 1. In Maharashtra, deity worship and tilak have been mandated for entry in several, if not all, the pandals. The VHP has issued an advisory to organizers to allow only Hindus into the pandals. In Uttar Pradesh, VHP and Bajrang Dal have submitted a request to impose a ban on non-Hindus. Furthermore, some have even demanded for meat to be banned during the Navratri celebration period. Now, here's why Hindu groups are a little wary, viewers. They claim Garba pandals are often used by non-Hindus to further this love jihad agenda. That is, lure them into conversion. Grooming gangs are all around. That's their worry. Cases of misbehavior, harassment against women during the celebrations have further solidified these concerns. They say Navratri is a sacred festival and not just a cultural dance and entertainment, and they wish to protect the sanctity of the festival. Furthermore, they say religious and traditional aspects of Navratri are being diluted by making these festivals highly commercialized. Now, there are some Maulanas who have also advised Muslim boys and girls to stay away because this is against the belief. Because in Navratri, the puja is done of Ma Amba, and those who are against Buddh Parasti or idol worship should not be present there. There are others who have said, don't try and create trouble there, don't go there and invite, because if you're caught, then it's going to further into, it's going to snowball into a lot of issues and a lot of trouble. Dr. Anand Ranganathan, Nikul Patel and Anila Singh with us. It's not mandated by the states, but there are groups on ground who are saying, check your Aadhaar card, you have to prove that you are a Hindu, we are going to underline your belief. Paridhan or sartorial choices of women have to be traditional costumes. It's is this being wary? Is this being careful? Or is it trying to get a little more hard-lined in your approach? Anila Singh, where are you on this?
My Ram Ram to all, and happy Navratri to all of your audience and viewers. See, I have to say one thing. When we talk about Maharashtra government or Madhya Pradesh government or Uttar Pradesh government, we have Bharatiya Janata Party governments there or NDA governments. And as a Bharatiya Janata Party spokesperson, I know one thing very well, that Bharatiya Janata Party is one political party which is not biased towards any of the religion. We stand with the truth, transparency. And whenever we see that that is not prevailing, appeasement is prevailing, or some sort of conspiracy or fraudulent is happening, then definitely we raise our voice. So when any minister or the MLA from Maharashtra or the Madhya Pradesh, they say that in pandals, non-Hindus won't be allowed. If any of the non-Hindu comes there, they should show their ID and they should do Shakti Puja, they should put Tilak on their forehead, and they should observe each and everything which a true Sanatani does whenever he or she goes to the pandal. So are they ready for it? ऐसा तो नहीं होगा वहां जाकर बोले हमारा धर्म तो इसकी अनुमति नहीं देता है, और अनुमति किसी और चीज के लिए टैग प्राइस होता है. Go and you must see that the girl comes from which religion and from which caste. Target that girl. So, and you should go ahead with the plans of love jihad. So they have got some concrete proofs and evidences. That is why, these governments or the MLAs or the MPs or the ministers, they are saying this thing. I come from Uttar Pradesh. Just 5 more seconds, please. I come from Uttar Pradesh. And my chief minister says, during Navratras, no non-veg is going to be sold in Uttar Pradesh. I'm very comfortable with that. My chief minister says that you have to display your name in front of your restaurant. I am very comfortable with that. Because any true person coming from any of the religion, he or she is not going to have any problem with that. But those who have got something wrong or they have got
let me ask you this. So are these pandals not going to allow Jains, Sikhs, Buddhists, Parsis, or are they going to block all of them? I'm just asking you, or is it largely only for Christians and Muslims?
See, if I talk about Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, there is no difference in between Sanatan and these three religions. They are part and parcel. And if I talk about Christianity, they do not have any such plans of love jihad, at least in our country, to the best of my knowledge, because they themselves says, whether we talk about USA or the UK, they themselves says, oh, our girls are being targeted by the boys of one particular religion, that is like they come from Islamic religion. They say it very categorically. So that means
this is clearly singling out Muslims and a Muslim agenda. I'm asking you.
Because, tilak lagao, Shakti ki puja karo.
But why would a Christian want to do it?
Shraddha dikhaoge nahi wahan pe, kya aap dandiya karne ja rahe ho?
So if a Christian wants to come and perform there or play dandiya and participate, you're going to stop that person because he or she does not put a tilak, or he or she does not pray?
See, I am 100% sure with the person, and when I talk about the person, I am hoping and contemplating that both the genders, they want to attend pandals. So if the person is coming from Christianity or the Islam or any other religion, if they go and do puja, Shakti Puja, they put tilak on their matha and they observe each and everything which a true Sanatani does, they are more than welcome. But one more thing, when we are not allowed to go inside the mosque without covering our head, do we have any problem? We say, okay, fine, we are going to cover our head. Now if somebody says, okay, you have to show your ID card, from which religion you're coming from, and then you can go ahead, you can do the Shakti Puja and you can play dandiya and all. I just have to say one final thing here, Anand. Like about a month back or few days back, I do not remember exactly the time tenure. There is one actor in Mumbai, Ali Gowni. He had gone to attend Ganpati Utsav in one of the celebrities' home. And when everybody was dancing and singing Ganpati Bappa Moria, he was not saying anything. He was just clapping there. And when he was trolled, he came on social media and he said, my religion, my Islam doesn't give me permission to do any sort of idol worship. He was very clear about it. And I'm happy that he came forward and he said it. ये ड्रामा नहीं चलेगा ना.
नहीं, but एक बात बताइए, I'm taking some
Love
time.
jihad वो भी कर रहे हैं
But please tell me, how many instances has the VHP or the BJP and the state government found of love jihad at the Garba pandals?
See, if you're going to ask me in statistics, I won't be able to answer. But I know at least in Uttar Pradesh, they have got good amount of numbers.
No, but that's exactly what I'm trying to say. There has to be.
That is why this law has come in Uttar Pradesh.
On the one hand, Nikul Patel, there is a social malaise, there is a problem. That is why there is an effect, cause and effect equation. But where is the proof or where is the demonstration of this, that this is happening? That is not very evident. Your thoughts?
Yeah, definitely. But over here, the main concern is about the female who is going to be there in the Garba Pandal and her life, what is threatened by love jihad, what the claim is being made by the people who are organizing such events. And we have seen that so many organizers or a part of organizer or even this lighting sound systems are provided by so many non-Hindu people also because they are into business. Right, but over here they are celebrating it all together in the larger interest of the community, and over here they are celebrating Ma Durga means that Navratri. If the concern is real about the females who are going to be there, I think then definitely it should be a security measures. But by putting some such statements, creating some parameters and putting people some compulsion, I think that may lead to some controversy over a communal division between the society. But definitely if an organizer who is a private organizer feels that they don't want to allow such people into that their own pandals, then that's their own call. But if there is some specific notification or ordinance by the government, then that can be a debatable point. Over here, I would say that by putting such restriction, is the female being secured at all the places, then it's a nice call. But even then, we find that at so many places, females are being molested. Even in Vadodara, we have seen so many such cases that are happening, and that too by Hindu male as well.
See,
to the females.
Whether this kind of a predatory attitude by any particular person is criminally an offence and they should be booked.
Yeah.
But if they are trying to but if they are going to try Dr. Anand Ranganathan and prey on women with an intent to score on a Hindu girl, that's the mindset, and trap a Hindu girl and try and see what's the count or score that they keep. This is a predatory mindset. But is there proof, or is it's better to be safe than sorry? What is the logic here?
Anand, I have to say this, I'm sorry, with a heavy heart, that the fate of a Hindu is to be born in a divided Hindu family silenced by ridicule, attend a fledgling Hindu school burdened by tax, pray at a crumbling Hindu temple controlled by state, live on a usurped Hindu land claimed by Waqf, and die as a homeless Hindu refugee exiled by neighbor. It is a fact. Hindus are 8th class citizens, victims of minority appeasement that has now transformed from welfare to wokefare to now warfare, Anand. Guilt tripping and self-loathing have been thrust upon the Hindu in equal measure. Look, being a Darwinian atheist, I have no skin in the game, but this much I know. Hinduism has survived 8 millennia because it imbibes the scientific virtues of diversity, empathy, independent thought and reform. In Hinduism, religion is an offshoot of way of life, while in Abrahamic ideologies, way of life is an offshoot of religion. It follows, therefore, that the former is less shackled by rigidity or by rules and diktats and is more mutatable, celebrating diversity of its followers and also those who are not following Hinduism. As always, the source, the fountainhead, dictates the mutability and eagerness to change. In Hinduism, there are sects that promote, they celebrate atheism, Charvaks. There are sects that reject Vedas altogether, Lingayats. How gloriously ironical is that? Rejecting your holy scriptures and yet being proud Hindus. Can this happen in any other religion? Hinduism is an all-accepting, all-questioning idea. It is an open forum, welcoming all. The more the merrier, and that is why It needs to be saved by negating the essence of Hinduism from Hinduism, saying yoga has nothing to do with Hinduism, Onam has nothing to do with Hinduism, Garba has nothing to do with Hinduism. We will end up, if not already, destroying Hinduism. Let me explain. Give me a minute. Number one, Garba celebrates the womb or Garb. Hindus dance around a clay lamp, Garbhadeep, symbolizing the divine womb ensconced in a body. Muslims expressly forbidden to worship anyone other than Allah. 4062, 1722, 1240, 364, 555 are welcome to dance at the Garba after they worship Ma Durga, Aditi and her womb. Will they? Number two, will you as a Muslim dance at a Hindu festival, respect the God and at the same time believe that no one has the right to be worshipped but Allah? 4062. Those who deny the Quran, their necks will be shackled. 4070. Polytheists, i.e. Hindus, are the worst of creatures. 98.6. Fight against those who do not believe in Allah. Fight them until they give jizya. 929. Do not marry the polytheist Hindu women unless they convert. 2221. Those who disbelieve in our verses, we will drive them into a fire. 456. Finally, 3. If you consider this as a celebration, then I want to ask, how many mosques organize the Garba? Also, I, as a scientist, want to celebrate science and visit the Kaaba and inspect what is embedded in its eastern wall, the wondrous black stone, a meteorite fragment that once floated on water. But I am not allowed to, as I am not a Muslim. Should I hate Muslims for not allowing me to celebrate science? No. Look, the same issue, Anand, 30 seconds, cropped up recently, as you know, concerning a Muslim invited to inaugurate a revered Hindu festival. Personally, I had no issues with it, provided Banu Mushtaq, a proud Muslim, denied the kalma that asserts there is no other God but Allah, the azan that asserts no other deity can be worshipped, the Quran that asserts death and destruction on idolaters. She is then free to inaugurate any festival celebrating Hindu gods. The camel has begun to sneak into the Hindu tent, Anand. An open sky awaits.
Well, there is merit in what the arguments that you make. I'm not saying no, but to try, is this fear mongering or is this safeguarding? That's one question. The other thing, Anila Singh, is that if Muslim men were to come with Muslim women to a Garba, why is it that largely it's the men folk that are being talked about? We don't see Muslim women there, but if they come together and they want to perform, they want to play, and they don't have a problem if Ma Amba is being celebrated and if there is a celebration. We don't see Muslim women come outright or men folk coming with the Muslim women folk saying we all want to participate. If a family does that, then should they be stopped or should they be allowed? Anila Singh.
So you very well said that we do not see Muslim girls and women there participating in Garba and Dandiya. They don't come. All right, they are not allowed to come. Why only boys and men? So you can understand, it is not a rocket science to understand why they want to participate in Garba and Dandiya festival. Secondly, as I mentioned, if they are ready to put tilak on their forehead, if they are ready to do Shakti Puja, Bhagwati Puja, they are more than welcome, but they have to do these all things. They have to show their respect towards our God, goddesses. फिर उसके लिए कहते हैं भाई हम तो आइडल वर्शिप करते नहीं है, वो तो काफिर लोग करते हैं. आप काफिर नहीं हो तो फिर आप क्यों हमारे पंडाल में आना चाहते हो, क्यों नाचना चाहते हो भाई? आप ऑर्गेनाइज कराओ ना, पंडाल ऑर्गेनाइज कराओ और वहां हम जाके नाचेंगे, आप भी नाचो. वी आर रेडी फॉर दैट, बट दे विल नॉट डू. Abhi, I was listening to Mr. Patel. Like for them it is an appeasement politics. But we know his leader, he is हमें शक्ति को खत्म करना है, हमको शक्ति को मारना है.
What he said is that if a private organizer makes it a rule, then it is within their right because they are private organizers. But if a state announces a diktat, then they will have an argument because the state cannot push out a diktat like that. That's what his argument. That's what his argument.
Can I make one statement here, please? All right. Just now you said that if a private organizer, he organizes the function and he can, he put forward his rules that anybody who wants to participate in the function, he or she has to follow this.
Right.
But the state government cannot dictate the diktat. But it is a responsibility of any sensible state government to take care of law and order in its state.
Correct. See, there law and order is a different point. Yes, yes, Dr. Ranganathan, and then Nikul Patel. Yeah, quickly.
I go by simple logic. You know, Anila Singh ji is very right, and I have also provided a lot of evidences why, what is happening as a logic and rationale behind it. But I go by a very, very simple logic. And that logic is as follows. If I want to go and respect and celebrate a Hindu god, how can I do that if I condone or do not condemn the destruction of Hindus and their gods? The two things cannot go together, Anand. It's just simple logic. Let me extend it so that the Congress supporters can understand it.
Right.
And you please extract an answer from my good friend Nikulji on this. If I do not condemn what is written in scriptures, some scriptures saying that molten lead should be poured into a certain sect of Hindus if they so much as hear the Hindus, and I do not condemn it, I condone it, and I go and attend a Dalit festival, would that be okay? It's a simple question, yaar. Idhar udhar ki baatein mat karo. How can two things exist at the same time?
Right. And okay. Way over time, we've got another news point on this. We'll try and take this forward. Nikul Patel, apologies, I can't come back to you. We've got